What's up, everyone? I hope you're all doing well. This is Jag Central. Week 2 is upon us, and the Jacksonville Jaguars are playing the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Man, the team that beat us on their way to the Super Bowl last season in the divisional round, they come to this game 0-1 after their Week 1 loss to the Detroit Lions at home, and we come in 1-0 after our win against the Colts on the road, and now we're back at the bank. Looking at this game and previewing it, I just wanted to see what our record was against the Chiefs, because I know it wasn't good, but I didn't know it was this bad. The Jaguars are 0-7 against the Kansas City Chiefs since 2009. That is crazy, including Week 10 and a divisional round last season. Doug Peterson doesn't have a great record against Andy Reid as well. He's 0-3. Trevor Lawrence is 0-2 against Patrick Mahomes, of course. On paper, and someone who didn't watch the game last week, and I'm talking about the Chiefs versus the Detroit Lions, they would have just thought that the Chiefs struggled without Kelsey and Chris Jones, but this was a game the Chiefs should have won. Like, Tony made 3 drops, and one of the interception that went for a pick 6 that came off his hands. There were late penalties down the stretch that made a winnable game a loss for the Chiefs. And one thing we know about Mahomes, he rarely loses games, and he rarely loses back-to-back games. So the Chiefs are gonna be looking to get their first win of the season in the bank and avoid going 0-2. And then there's no secret at the moment that Chris Jones is back, Travis Kelsey is back. Them getting their leader on defense, one of the best D tackles in the league, and also getting the best tight end in the league. There is no doubt about that he's the best tight end in the league, Travis Kelsey, and that's going to help the Chiefs a ton. That would help any team, but the Chiefs, that's just going to give them an extra boost. I'm just hoping that their rustiness will be in our favour, and hopefully we don't get the best Chris Jones and the best Travis Kelsey. Playing the Kansas City Chiefs, the Jags are going to need to be great on all 3 phases to get the W. I know that's a cliche saying, but when teams play the Kansas City Chiefs, they have to make sure that they're great on offense, they're great on defense, and they're great in special teams, and they make every play count, because there's times where teams have been great on all 3 phases and have still lost against the Kansas City Chiefs. So the main question is, what do the Jags need to do to get the W? Like, offensively, we got to make sure to limit turnovers and 3 and outs. So, we need to keep our offense on the field for as long as we can. Like, the less time Mahomes has to work, the better for us. Mahomes against the Lions, they made sure that Mahomes only had 1 chance to win the game, even though Mahomes needs only 1 chance to win the game. But when they got the ball back, the Lions, they made sure not to give the ball back, because if they did, that could have been a costly mistake. And Mahomes, you don't give Mahomes 2 chances. If you've given him 1, you don't give him 2. With the Lions, their fortune on offense changed last week when they committed to running the ball and keeping the Chiefs defense on the field. And I'm expecting and needing a big game from Travis Etienne. Like, the Jags need to use Travis Etienne. And one thing about the Chiefs, they aren't a team that create turnovers through interceptions, through sacks or strip sacks, etc. Like, they cause turnovers by making teams feel like they need to keep up with them. Like, teams beat themselves. Like, teams take more chances on 4th downs. They try to get too cute with plays, or they take unnecessary shots down the field. Like last season, as an example, when we played them in Week 10, like, the Jaguars got too cute to open the game, kicking and recovering an onside kick. Like, I know we ended up getting the onside kick, and it's all great and amazing, but we should have relied on our defense, got our defense to get a 3 and out, to get us the ball back. And one thing we know, Doug isn't shy to do all of those things. He's a man who did a Philly special in the Super Bowl. But what we need to do is we need to play smart football and then do what we do well, and that is running the ball and allowing our talented receivers to make plays. Last week we got 3 turnovers, 4 sacks, and we pressured Richardson on a lot of his dropbacks. Last week, the Lions D-line were able to pressure Mahomes on 43% of his dropbacks, and our front line can definitely get to Mahomes through the weak O-line. Josh Allen is going to be feasting in his one-on-one matchup, and I expect him to be the first player this season to get a sack on Mahomes. And looking at the bigger picture, like apart from just looking at week 2, but looking through in the future, this is a team we're probably going to be seeing again in the postseason. Last season, when we lost to them in the divisional round, we've lost to them at Arrowhead, and this is a big chance to send the Chiefs to 0-2, send ourselves to 2-0, and plus because we've got a very good strength of schedule this season, we can definitely get 13 wins and hopefully secure the AFC number 1 spot in the AFC. And we want to make sure that we're playing them at the bank and we're not playing them at the Arrowhead, because that is going to increase our chances of getting to the Super Bowl. Onto the injury report that came out today. Centre Luke Fortner and right guard Brandon Sheriff have both been cleared to play. Both players have been recovering from an ankle injury, so it's good to see that our O-line is going to be at full strength. Rookie defensive lineman Tyler Lacey has also been cleared, which is amazing. However, we have some trouble in the secondary with safety Antonio Johnson and corner Gregory Jr. both being ruled out for the game. My prediction for the game, I'm always going to go for a Jags win. So what is my score prediction? I'm going to go 31-30 Jags, and we win on a Brandon McManus field goal. Can't wait for the game. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys after the game.